Yo.
Well, then you're making assumptions about me, which I don't appreciate. So,
So you said it.
You asked me the
So
question.
Adam, right before we hit record, I asked him, "Would you like to be sexually involved with Adam?"
What? No,
I
no.
mean with Sam Adamo. Sorry, with Sam Adamo, and he said, "No, of course not. He has a girlfriend."
And then Pantelis on it. I said, "What if you didn't have a girlfriend?" And I said, "You're still you're making
No,
assumptions."
that's not what he
about
said.
me.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. Now you're the one making assumptions.
Yeah, now you're
putting-
gaslighting me.
He said, Pantelis said, so if he didn't have a girlfriend, you'd want to be sexually
And I'd say the
involved.
same answer. I'm not gay, so
That's not what you said.
That's not what you
This
said.
is exactly what
That's
you
not
said.
what
This is
you
exactly what you said.
those aren't words. Those are sounds. So you're gaslighting me now.
Caca. Well, we're back.
You know what Adam is
Your
like?
hero Jake Paul won his fight.
Yes.
Does anybody know how old the guy is?
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
27.
15.
Adam is
Okay.
like a giant retarded bird.
Yeah. Caca.
The way he runs too.
You do run very bird-like.
Yeah.
You know what? I've already been embarrassed so many times. I remember Poseidon says, "I'm going to teach you how to walk properly." It never happened.
Well, to be honest, if anyone's going to teach you how to walk properly, it's not going to be him.
I did try though. That's because
Yes,
you
you
walk
did.
you walk dick out.
No, you do walk cock first, though. That's true.
You everywhere you walk into a room dick first.
I remember actually, believe it or not, mothers generally they teach their sons how to talk, how to walk tall and in a certain way.
It's
to
mothers.
demonstrate confidence.
Okay, it's not just walking. It's not just figuring it out on your own.
Wait, if walking tall, I feel
I'm
like you're
saying
using
that
a metaphor. We're talking about actually walking.
Let me explain. I was a little embarrassed, and I asked my mother. She said, "Do you find that I walk weird?" And then she told me, you have to learn how to walk with confidence and walk in a straight manner. It didn't go into anything other than that. Whether I did when I was younger or didn't, I don't know.
I would love to be part of those conversations. He's just sitting there with his mom, just quiet, okay? They're watching TV, they're watching Judge Judy. And then he just turns around and goes, "Hey, Ma, you think I walk weird?" And then she turns around and goes, "You think I smoked too much when I was pregnant with you?"
Shit. Yeah. So for some reason, all your weight is in your center area near your hips, and you just walk
Hip first.
You walk. It makes it seem like it's dick first, but you
Well,
really,
putting all jokes aside,
really your
Yeah,
hip
dick
first.
first, but
Thank
it really
you.
makes
Yeah, your whole pelvic, like your whole ass, dick, thigh area, that's where like your core is. That's the weight that goes forward. So it makes it look like you're going dick first, but really you're just going pelvis first.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's as if you don't carry weight anywhere else in your body. It seems like the rest of your body is kind of weightless, even your legs. It seems.
I promise you're the first person who's ever told me
It
this.
seems like your
I believe
waist. It seems like your waist is carrying your legs. It doesn't look like you're walking. It seems like there's a little alien controlling you from your abdomen.
And he's not doing what he's not walking the way a normal person. He's instructed me to walk the way a normal person would not walk. You know what I
Well,
mean? The alien is getting me to walk in a way that's not like a normal person would walk.
So
You
that
get
is
what
a
I'm saying?
cute thing to think about. What is normal though?
Standard.
Thank you for the
I'm
revelation.
gonna move his camera percent a bit there. I don't know why it's.
Yeah, I don't know why the cameras are like. Even me, like normally I sit here.
Yeah, they're kind of odd.
Yeah.
You wanna move them back? I
Yeah,
don't know.
somebody was here.
I think Borgel's.
I think so.
Yeah. Matthew's a remodeler. You weren't even that bad, but it's very weird. Hey Adam,
Yes.
you could tell me if it's a lie, but I heard a rumor that you went out to the bar over the weekend, and in doing so,
It's not a lie.
you lost your keys.
Before anybody starts
car
shaking
keys.
their heads, yes.
And it's and
I've
it's,
been a
it's your
driver
work
for
vehicle.
25 years. I don't think I've ever lost a set of car keys.
Well, you did
I've
now.
lost my wallet when I was at Concordia, but never car keys. So
Well, I think you did because that's what I heard happen over the weekend.
I had never lost anything. And I was thinking about that recently. The only time, excluding this occasion, that I had lost anything was when I had lost I think I left my wallet somewhere. You know what? You guys know what a pouch is. You know what waiters wear? It's called I don't know what the term
Fanny
for it.
satchel?
Thank you, fanny pack. Yeah, exactly. So I used to wear one of them. And for some reason, Wait a second. That makes even less sense. If you're wearing a satchel, then you got all your stuff inside the satchel. So did the whole satchel go missing? I don't know. The bottom line is,
What are you asking me for?
The bottom line is,
That's insane, man.
bottom line
That
is,
was such a
I had lost
that was
my
such
wallet.
a lunatic epiphany.
Okay, let me shed some light on this whole situation. I had lost my wallet, and I remember that Concordia security had found it, so I was okay because they'd found it. That's all.
Did they laugh at the Velcro or no?
I don't remember.
I think you should start carrying a fanny pack around your waist again.
I did when
Fanny
I was
packs are
younger.
cool.
They're,
But you
I don't know.
should pass it through
not
the
in
belt
it.
holes in your pants.
It's not. I just don't find it's in fashion.
Oh, so now
Look at this guy.
Now, Adam, we're going with the fashion trends. Sorry, guys, it's not in fashion. I cannot wear your fanny pack.
Yeah. But nose hairs are.
Nose hairs are the
So
fashion.
let's get
Nose
back
hairs
to
are
the
in
story.
fashion.
So yeah, it's very simple. I went to the bar, and no, I wasn't drinking. I went to the bar. I parked the car
Nobody
safely.
asked you.
I'm just in case people may be getting notions.
But
went
now
to
it makes
the-
it look suspicious.
I went to the bar. I parked the car safely, nowhere near the bar. So I wasn't even thinking, do I have my car keys on me, right? It's when I left and I exited the metro and I thought, oh shit, where are my car keys? So,
What? What?
Okay.
Hold on. Pause. You went to the bar with your car and then left but took the metro.
No. The bar was downtown,
Hold
and
on.
I parked
Let's just give
outside
some.
of downtown.
Calm down. Let's give people context.
Yeah. So I parked the car.
I parked my
away
car
from
at the
downtown.
bar. Let's go.
That's
Park
not what
my
happened.
car at the bar. Where'd you park that car?
Outside
Not at the
of
bar.
downtown.
Outside of downtown.
Yes.
What do you mean outside of a neighborhood?
Yeah. Outside of where downtown stops, and it's a different suburb.
Can I
Why not
ask you a
just
question?
drive
Why not
into-
just drive to the bar?
2 reasons. It's annoying having to worry about parking because parking downtown is you still have to feed the meter, so that was
do?
annoying. So I didn't want to do that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I wasn't even thinking about whether or not I had lost my car keys when I was going to the bar because I was on the metro. It was literally, I was a few steps away from the car and I thought, where the hell are my keys? I don't know what happened.
So you may have dropped your keys in the metro.
At any point. And I asked the bar if there was keys missing. They said no. That's possible too, yes. Anywhere from the time I parked it to the time I went to the bar and went back.
You're probably wondering how I got to this bar. I took the metro.
But that was the plan.
Okay, so and then what happened?
So luckily,
I don't
sent-
give a fuck about this story
I sent a
anymore.
text
I
to
don't
my
know.
Hold on.
dispatch.
So here's what happened.
Everything ended with no headaches.
That's not true.
I didn't get a parking-
He didn't get a parking ticket, but the car isn't his car. It's his work car.
Yeah.
So he took his work vehicle to attend a social gathering with the other homosexuals at that bar. He parked his car at a metro so he doesn't have to pay for parking. He took the metro train all the way to the bar. Gets to the bar, he partied with his boys, shirtless, whatever they did. Then at night, he's like, I gotta get back to my car. He gets back to his car and notices, oh my, where are my car keys? So
You
now,
said it perfectly.
now in the middle of the night, he's got to figure out what to do. He panics.
It was
and he,
11 p.m. by the way.
and he calls dispatch.
You called dispatch at that very
I
moment?
sent them a text. They ask you not to call. They ask you only to text.
And what did you tell her?
So because it was a Friday evening, I don't know why, but they got back to me in the morning. They said, "Okay, we're going to leave a spare set of keys in the office." Luckily, the dispatcher was actually going to the office that morning, so luckily, it was okay.
Are you going to lose your job now because you lost
I went to
their
a former
keys?
colleague. He gave me a lift to the office, and that's it. So sadly, the keys went missing, but at least everybody was unscathed because it was on a Friday night. So
However, right now, if you lose these keys also, there's no keys to that car.
please don't bring that up. But okay, yes, you are right. But please don't bring that up.
I'm just saying, like, this car's on its last legs now. Who's gonna drive those people around now? If you,
I don't know if I should get a mechanic to hotwire it. And you know what? Word is out there as to whether or not I'll get charged $400 because I lost a key. I don't know.
Pause.
I think you are gonna get charged for that
Pause.
key.
You had such a frontal cortex for your frontal lobe development moment.
Me?
As soon as he said what he said, you did this. You go, what the
Pantelis
fuck
did
am I
that?
doing here? What the fuck am I doing here?
Can I tell you, this isn't even a joke. Do you guys know how many times? And I guess I don't think it's healthy, but how many times I actually think about, you know what? Should I just live the rest of my life alone? Just fuck everyone.
Yo.
And I go somewhere off the grid. I work in a bar, And like, weren't you a podcast? I'm like, no, you got me confused with someone else.
Yeah, I think of the same shit, bro.
Wait, dude, weren't you doing comedy? Nah. You got me confused with someone else. I'm Pedro.
Down in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yo, I think of the same thing. I go, what if I went dark for 6 months and came back?
So you're Mexican? Sí, bro. Sí. Well, do you speak any Spanish?
Just a
Yeah,
few
bro. I don't
phrases.
no habla inglés, dog.
You know, you bring up an excellent thing because I've always wanted to do that. Like, because my life has always been a consistent from one thing to the next. Never really any like disappearing, you know, from people's lives and shit. So
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, it's been on my brain a lot.
Because you're not a criminal.
Yeah, but it's been on my brain a lot. Like, what if I just
Fucked off.
fucked off for 6 months? But not like fucked off to another country. I just fucked off for 6 months here. Turned off my phone. Just
You're gonna get a
didn't
ton of
speak-
emails and texts, right? Well, if it doesn't bother you.
I mean, the fucking funny thing about what he just said is he's not wrong. Because if you just disappear with everything we have, like, because we're on mailing lists, we're actually doing stuff.
Oh yeah, sure.
So that's all we would get is just voicemails and where the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Like if we disappear, it has to be for a real reason that you don't want to come back.
Yeah, I know.
Because even
No,
me,
but
I've thought about that.
I was just thinking about it from a health perspective, meaning for those 6 months, I disappear, I turn everything off. All I do is I train and eat.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Train and eat and read.
We're gonna work super
No
hard.
video games even.
Look, bro,
change your phone number, I guess?
these are our moments. No, he's not gonna have a phone. These are our moments. We're gonna work super hard. We're gonna do the boys thing. We're gonna work super hard to secure the bag and get that fuck you money.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna fuck off. And we're not gonna tell people.
Yeah.
We're just gonna disappear. And then people are gonna have sightings of us. I think I saw him in Haiti.
You're gonna know I'm a millionaire when you don't see me anymore.
So right now,
If I won the lottery, there wouldn't be any signs. You would just not see me.
yeah. So right now we all know you're poor.
Yes. Well, hold on. Broke. That's it's a
Yeah, we're broke. It's just a mindset.
exactly.
Yeah. By the way, great job on the new Arrows commercial.
Yes, thank you. Oh, yes, yes. So I filmed. We filmed. I don't know.
We
if
don't
you,
have to talk about it.
but I don't know if you filmed any commercials in the past. No, but I'm very happy about it because it's
my first professionally shot commercial.
mine too.
Yeah.
So I think it's big.
It's not the first one I've done. It's the first one I directed.
Okay, and it's the first one I professionally shot as well.
Yeah.
So, or any commercial for that matter.
I've been Olivier Foy. You know our boy Foy.
Yeah.
He was in the Burger King commercial. It's him eating a burger. I saw it when I was away. I saw him on screen. I started laughing. I tried to take a photo, but it was too late. I was like, I can't believe I'm in another part of Canada and I'm seeing Olivier eat a burger. And then I was on the third floor last night and it was on screen again.
No.
Yeah, it's
You have to show
nationwide.
me his face. You told me Olivier Foy and.
You know him, bro.
I got an interesting question, Pantelis.
Hold on,
to ask you.
we're having a conversation
It's
here,
about
sir.
the commercial.
Oh, go ahead.
Is it the same companies that do the that make TV shows and sitcoms that do the commercials, or are they independent ones?
Oh, the one that looks like La Rue Saint Jacques.
You think he looks like Larry Saint Jacques?
I think so. I don't know. Hold on. I
Olivier,
can't.
right here, look. Look up, bro. What are you looking at your fucking phone?
Oh yeah, this guy. I know. him.
Yeah, of course you know him. It's Olivier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Boy.
what was I gonna say?
What were you asking? What kind
I
of stupid
said-
shit were you asking me?
Because I know very little about how the whole production, movie, TV, and all that production works. Is it the same companies that do the sitcoms that do these commercials, or are they?
No, it's all different stuff. It's all different things, bro.
Yeah, it's like a production company that takes on the contract.
Okay.
No, it's not what he asked. It's not. No,
Yes.
it's
Is it the same? My question is it the same company that does the TV shows that does the?
But that's a
commercials?
vague, fucking, stupid question.
Okay. How about I start from ground zero?
Is it the companies that make the burger, that make the
When
fries?
you
But what
look
does that
at the
mean, though? What do you
people-
mean?
hold on,
Like, what do you
hold on.
mean?
Exactly.
Okay, I'll be a little bit clear. When you look at the people that make any,
He'll
let's
be a
say
little bit
Frasier.
clear.
Let's say Frasier.
What's
There's
Frasier?
There's the TV show. There's a company. There's a production company that makes the TV show.
NBC.
right? Okay. Is there a different company that makes the commercials that you see when
Yeah,
they go
well,
on
listen,
commercial
this is what
break?
bothers me about you, you fucking weirdo. It's not one company that makes TV. It's many
Fine,
productions. So,
fine.
for example,
I don't know
NBC is going to make their NBC shows, but they're not going to make the fucking Pfizer commercial.
Okay, that they'll contract out to someone.
No, they're not going to contract out. Pfizer has their own. They're going to do their own thing.
Okay. Fine.
I get very annoyed.
So our boy Olivier Foy was in a Burger King commercial, and he was just
Foy.
eating a burger.
Yeah,
Foy or Foy?
I call him Foy.
Oh, okay. You call him Foy, so it's Foy.
As in the French
Foy.
for beef, right? Or
That's
liver.
Foy. Yeah, it's not Foy. His name is
And
100% not
is
beef.
it a funny commercial? Is it good?
It's just him eating a burger.
Nice.
I never hear the audio. I just see him eating a burger and it makes me laugh because I know him.
Okay.
Every time I see my friends on a commercial, it always makes me laugh.
And you didn't know. You had to find out by seeing the commercial that it was him. He never told you.
Adam, I'm gonna break your legs. I'm telling you right now.
I was at a BMW dealership, and I
Dreaming
the
big?
salesman was a close family friend of Neve. And I told him, yo, tell Neve I was here. Tell him I caused the ruckus. I was drifting cars and shit.
Well, you guys got tired of controlling the media. You're here controlling the cars, huh?
Well, they're Jewish Moroccans, right? So it's gonna
The Jorockans.
the Jiraki. Hey, I like. Wow, that actually
How you
sounds
been?
kind of cool.
Adam, how you been apart from the keys thing?
Yeah.
Like, so we haven't seen you in a couple of days. We've professionally avoided you. Poseidon was out to dates and dinners and car drifting, and he had all kinds of Poseidon adventures. I was away. I left the city. You were here losing your car keys.
Where did you go?
That's none of your fucking business.
Yeah, you're gonna tell me off the air right now.
Yeah,
That's funny. You usually talk about places you go to.
I know. I went to go.
He went to Wakanda.
I went to go hang out with Donald Trump and Elon Musk. We went to watch the UFC fights, and people in Canada get upset if they
You know
do
the
that.
picture of them eating McDonald's in the plane? That was him taking the picture.
Yep. I didn't have any McDonald's for the record, if anyone's curious.
Allegedly.
So me and Donnie Boy and Muscosaurus enjoyed the fights.
Yeah. Speaking of the fights, John Jones won against that fighter.
Against that fighter, Steve Miocic.
Yes, that was his name. I forgot his name. He has a weird name for me, so I can't memorize it. I'm retarded. Don't ask.
Oh,
and
we all are.
and he praised Trump after.
Yeah. No, it's not that he praised. He just said, like, I'm American, bro. Let's fucking go America, which was right.
Exactly. And speaking of fights, the one fight, Mike Tyson versus Jacques Paul.
Yes.
I think it was fixed.
You keep saying that.
It was 100% fixed. I'm convinced. Dude, if you just look at the training videos of Mike Tyson versus him in the ring, you know it's day and night. It's not the same person, dude. Did you just
What do you
burp
mean?
into the microphone?
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
What the fuck was that, you fucking lunatic?
Well, this fucking guy's got balls on him, huh? What are you doing?
I don't know. It didn't come voluntarily. It just
You're drinking your hot chocolate, you're shitting yourself, you're burping.
what the hell?
You know what I find weird about him? He has a wife beater smile.
Yeah, with no wife.
Exactly.
Oh, actually, before you continue with the fights, we got to know about his fight.
What about
his penis? What happened? Have you been
the
using
blowjob machine?
Yes, everyone's been asking this. Can
Have you
Adam
used
please
it?
update on the blowjob machine? How was
It
it?
hasn't been a priority. I forgot. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Adam, don't lie
I
to
know
us.
exactly
What
where it
happened?
is.
Just tell us. What happened?
You know what the problem is? It's always the worst time to bring it up. Okay, if I had brought it up on a voluntary basis before the show or after the show, okay, you know what I mean. I've had it.
Man, go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. You're on a goddamn podcast. We
Yeah,
gave
yeah.
you
This
something-
is the right time. The right time is on the podcast.
First of all, it's a $500 piece of equipment.
Yeah, we just want to ask: is it good? Are you
Have I
enjoying
used
it?
It's literally been
No.
created to drain your fucking balls, and God knows you need draining.
You do need draining. It'll do you good.
Because here's the thing: they say, you know, Adam is automatically disproves. You know, all these health guru guys, these alphas that say like, if you don't come, like you lose your strength, and or like you keep your strength if you don't come. You know, like the no nut guys.
Yeah,
Adam is living proof that they are wrong.
yeah.
He's probably nutted about 5 times in his entire life.
Adam is the product of extreme ejaculate retention.
Exactly. How many times have you ejaculated in your life?
Oh man,
I would say
I don't know, and I don't want to think about it.
That means 8. 8
No,
times.
no. I would say 1,200. He went
you're
through a period in
generous.
high school where he was jacking all the time for sure.
Were you? You
I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. No, yeah.
There
you
was
know what?
not a sock
Okay.
left in that house.
If you exclude his teenage years, I would say about 8.
Yeah, then he started to panic. And then he
I would
started
say
to
about
panic.
8. Yeah.
He got it in his head that he's not allowed to.
Yeah.
And he stopped doing it. But you're allowed to, and you should do it. It's healthy. You're a grown man.
You're in your balls are like the Montreal sewage system.
A lot of cum in there.
understand.
A lot of cum and
Raccoon
claw.
feces.
Yeah.
A lot of discarded condoms.
You need your pipes changed. Adam.
IUDs.
Did anybody watch the Grey Cup?
Look at him changing the subject.
There's nothing else to to say.
There
The
is.
Grey
There's
Cup
a lot of stuff to say.
was at BC Place in Vancouver
That's
this year.
correct.
Yeah. It was.
I think the
Montreal
I
wasn't
think the
there,
day
so-
that Adam comes from a blowjob, I think he might see God for
Yeah.
a second, for about 2 seconds. Like he might see God, and all
And
God
then,
will
and
say.
then the
God
hooker's
will say-
gonna be like, "I'm not." I said Todd. My name's Todd.
No, no. Or God will say, "I'm proud of you, son."
Finally.
It's about time.
Or
I've
if we're
been
being
waiting.
honest,
I got something.
My son. Yes, unleash your semen upon the world.
I have something very interesting to tell you guys.
I think-
was contacted by
Oh, no,
Guido.
you're gonna stop because this is very interesting. We delved into something interesting. I think that's what makes. I think that's what makes you stronger. Is not the like if you ejaculate too much, I think you do lose some of your like strength. But as a man, if you ejaculate like healthy, like in a healthy way, I think it makes you stronger. Because I think you in your reptilian brain, you naturally seek that out.
My son, listen to the fat man. He is correct.
And what
You're
happened-
always going and going and going, but some days you just need to be coming.
Exactly. No, literally. You know, so it's gonna get you
I'm
going.
a goer. Sorry.
why are you apologizing to us? It's your health.
That's
No,
true.
you're not a goer. You're a floater. You float. So I think that's what it's.
You're more of a cocksucker.
I think when you, I think when you when you ejaculate, like not just forcing it all the time by jerking off. I mean, you ejaculate like as nature intended, like with women. You know what I mean? And then like you don't ejaculate, like let's say for a few days. Like I think your drive increases to get like better in life, train, all this shit because you want to get that feeling again. And in order to get that feeling again, you have to be better. You have to succeed more.
He's right.
You know what I mean? So I think there's a balance to everything in life. You know, it's like the old saying: you drink too much water, you'll drown. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that's an old saying, but
It's not an old saying, but it's my saying.
Poseidon likes his sayings are all obvious. Listen, bro, don't get shot in the head or you'll die.
No, but you know what I mean? Like too much.
You know that old saying, if somebody stabs you in the heart, you'll probably not survive. You know that old saying.
no, like too
If you
much.
get run over by a train, you might not make it. That old saying.
Like too much of anything is no good, and too little
Yeah.
of anything I think is no good either. I think you need to find that nice little medium.
No, there's some stuff you don't need any of, like heroin. And,
Some stuff you cannot touch, but these are manufactured. I'm talking about anything that nature gave you. Like let's say weed. You know,
yeah, you can
stuff
go
like
without
that.
weed.
Alcohol, even though it's man-made.
Yeah,
it's
don't overdo
derived
it, is
from-
what you're saying.
Exactly.
We're not telling you to masturbate in the street. Go masturbate in like the winner's dressing room.
Yeah, exactly.
What we're saying is in the comfort of your own home, use a machine that Poseidon fucking bought you, and it cost you $1,000.
Yeah. And like if you don't have a healthy medium, let's say you're jerking off all the time. I say like don't jerk off for like 3-4 days and then go to like a whorehouse and like get
Let
off
them.
like that. Let them do it. And you'll feel refreshed. Every time I had a dry spell, I would just hit the whorehouses. Bam, gone. You know what I mean? Like
Poseidon refuses to have dry spells.
yes. I don't like dry spells. I don't like
When he goes to whorehouse, he goes, listen, we have something in common. We're both going to be dry for this.
go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. You motherfucker. So yeah, so that's my philosophy. That's Poseidon philosophy 101
Yeah.
about things.
And then you gave me this evil look when I said, now you're a philosopher. I remember last podcast. I said that.
You did say that now, funny man. You said you have another story to tell us. What's going on?
Oh, no, I was contacted by Guido over the weekend.
What? Greedo from Star Wars?
Guido, I said.
What did he say?
It wasn't a long... Well, it was just a series
So
of
why would you bring it up?
Because it would be interesting.
He said hello and he hung up on
it's
me.
interesting to be courteous and mention
What
that,
was the
he still
conversation?
exists. There's a guy that we went to high school with. He said he doesn't remember which one it is, but he had a classmate this guy named Alex. He had a classmate, our former classmate, that wanted to introduce us or reintroduce us to another classmate. I didn't know which one, so I kind of got excited.
That
was
doesn't
all.
make any sense.
Alex, our
Hold on a
former
second.
classmate.
Hold on. No. Let me repeat it and tell me if I understood.
Okay.
Guido calls you
Yes.
and says, hello, Adam.
yes.
Our former classmate, Alex,
Alex.
wants to introduce us to another former classmate who
Yeah.
I've forgotten about.
Whose name I can't remember.
But
Guido
that's a
says
meaningless
that-
phone call.
So
Then
hold
why
on.
would I call you?
Guido says that Alex told him that he wants to reintroduce both of us to another former classmate that Alex keeps in touch with that we don't.
I know, but if he doesn't know who to say,
question.
that seems like a pointless phone call.
I have a question. Is this former classmate, a female?
No.
No, of course not.
Okay.
Of course not.
That's
cops.
Like you can dig into this as much as you want. That's all the information.
I know,
He says,
but
I will get back to you when I get more information. But
But that's that shouldn't get when he gets back to you. That should be the initial call. The initial calls I have. I don't call someone and goes, bro, I have a job for you. What
get
is
ready.
It? I don't
if
know.
you're asked to go and get together, be ready.
What do you mean? We need fuck with 3 weeks to put pants on? What are you talking about? These are two idiots talking to each other on the phone. Listen, be ready. Someday I'm going to call you, and there's going to be a guy who I don't remember, but I don't know that we might have to go meet.
It was
like
more
all
like
this
keep
is
your
stupid.
schedule open.
Oh yeah, he called the busiest man in America because you have a busy fucking schedule.
I'm not going to say anything more than that, okay?
This is for a business opportunity, isn't it?
I don't think so.
No, it's just who the fuck.
This is the meeting of the
meeting of the minds.
The meeting of the minds, yeah.
Poseidon, let me come completely out of left field and ask you this question.
Yes.
How many of your former high school classmates do you keep in touch with?
0.
Wow. Okay. So then this makes my situation unique because Guido, I had not spoken to a single
People from my
former
high school
classmate.
are people that I never want to associate with ever again in my life.
And not just the teachers that he was molested by.
Yeah,
also the
exactly.
students that he molested.
Exactly.
So they evened out on you, right? This teacher saw you molested, so they molested you.
Exactly.
It was actually a very erotic situation.
Pantelis, how about you?
Yo,
How
if there
many
was
of your
one,
former-
if there was one, it was not a teacher. It was she was a nurse in the school. Yo, she was about one of the thickest bitches I've ever seen in my life. Like, but I mean, like not like thick, like super fat. Like she was like slim, and then her ass just did bow, and like she had she had this cute face. You know those cute faces that is like adorable, but also like it's saying like fuck the shit out of me.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like the whole school is trying to
The whoa.
the whole school is trying to bang her, especially the black dudes, because she was thick. And like I kept pretending to be like injured and shit, having to go to the nurses thing, and she would laugh because she knew. And then like no, she would just tell her, "Oh, you're fine, just go back to class and shit." And she would giggle and shit.
Like stay white.
Pantelis, once the conversation's over, don't worry, I don't want to interrupt it. You said what
Well,
you
hold
have to
on.
say.
I'm just gonna say something. That thought
Yeah.
normally stays in someone's head until he finishes.
Yeah.
You just said the quiet part out loud. He's talking and you're like, you could go on. But when you're done, but that's in your head, you keep that, and then when he's done, then you say, you don't tell us when you're done. That's insane. Do you see
It
what he
was a
just
little
did?
rude
Yeah.
for me to just move on, and I was trying to
What
to
you
let it
did
know.
was
How
rude.
about this?
That's
How
what I
about this?
mean,
How
and
about
I-
you just shut the fuck up and wait? And it was always so funny to see this nurse in the hallway because every time she was in the hallway, there were virtually no dudes in the rest of the school. They were all surrounded around her.
Really?
Yeah, they were all just surrounded, asking her questions about. And sometimes some dudes, they were so.
Yo, my
obvious.
balls hurt.
They go, "How do you put on a condom?" It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. Everyone wanted to fuck her.
She should have been smart. We're like, how do you put on a condom? She's like, oh, it's simple. You just take your partner's penis.
Oh no, but no, she stayed professional. She was like, "These are questions during sex ed." She would stay very professional, I have to say. And they were asking her questions. Oh, like, what is this? If it itches here, it was the most retarded thing. Like now that I think back about it, like especially the
That's when
school,
you became racist.
We were such degenerates. I was no better. But except I wouldn't ask her questions like that. I would just say like, "Oh, like my head hurts." And I tried to do it a little
Funny
more.
thing about my head is dislocated on my cock.
I didn't say which head. I tried to do it a little more sneakily. I wasn't as rambunctious as the other fellows.
Okay, rambunctious. That's the word we're going with.
So yeah. Now that I think about it, it was kind of creepy. Actually, like I feel bad for that teacher. Imagine just like you're a nurse. You went to university and shit, and like you're trying to work up the chain of schools, I guess, or whatever the fuck. And then you have a bunch of these fucking teenage men, basically, trying to like bang you.
Well, look, for the record, I've been reading a lot this weekend about teachers that keep banging their students, like hot chick teachers. And also, Pecker was telling me that he was complaining since 2012 that the detention centers in Montreal, because the way it works here, he was explaining to me, and now it came out in the news, he was correct. There's a lot of molestation. So the way the juvenile detention system works here in Montreal, you have like security, but the security guards are like the guys at the entrance. inside it's social workers, okay, that work
Yeah, I know.
there. And these chick social workers, right now I think 9 of them, it's like in the news, they were banging these students, these prisoners. And yeah, one of them is even pregnant. And she's like, no, I'm keeping this baby.
No.
Yeah. Which is good. She's just very anti-abortion. But she's just pro-life. No, but for real, they were banging the students. I keep saying students, but
The prisoners.
these degenerate kids, yeah.
Oh, who are under 18 by definition.
Yeah, it's juvenile detention. So they're banging these 15-year-olds who are getting cummed in.
That's wild.
Yeah, women are just as bad as men.
How are they getting turned on though? Aren't they turned on by? I guess crime is the element here.
Well, no, it's just I don't know, just a young, hot dude. I don't know.
You know what it probably is?
There's some dudes that look older.
Oh, you know what it probably is? I know what it is. These are teachers and social workers that got hot in later years, and they get hit on by these younger dudes.
Maybe.
And they didn't have that attention when they were younger, so they're kind of like reliving those teenage years.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the thing, because like
I think it's that because they probably weren't as popular, they weren't as hot in their
I don't think it
teenage
has anything to do
years.
with popularity. I don't think it has anything to do
this in the
Sorry, they
news?
weren't as
because you could be popular, unpopular. You like attention. It's
get it.
who you are as a person.
But I think they weren't as hit on in those teenage years by other dudes in the high school. So now that they're a little bit older, they're a little more hotter, they're a little more well developed, and they have these younger dudes hitting on them. They probably feel like, oh, I didn't have this when I was a teenager. They can kind of relive that. I think that's what it is on a subconscious level.
I don't like you saying that, because then it seems like you're okay with banging kids, because you're like the excuse is I didn't get it when I was in high school.
Look, I just got to say this. If I had a 15-year-old son and he was in school and his teacher was 22, let's say, and she was a smoke show. She was
What if his teacher was Adam?
No, that's a different story. But I'm saying his teacher's a 22-year-old young, beautiful woman, okay? Voluptuous. She's got tits and ass, and he banged her. I wouldn't be mad
At him or at her?
at either of them.
You wouldn't be mad at her.
No.
I'd be mad at her,
Why?
because
You're breaking the law.
She just
except for
turned
the law.
She just turned your boy into a man.
No, I'd be mad because my
In the
boy's
past,
15.
it used to be prostitutes.
I know, but she has like a position there. Like, I don't know, even though let's say she's hot, I don't know how much my boy was like he intended because she was hot, or he was manipulated into it.
Come on, bro. At 15 years old, if I have a boy at 15 years old, he was probably fucking macking on her. Like, if I had hot teachers, I think at 12, I try to bang them.
Yeah, but it's different. They're like,
I got a question which I don't think is
you.
unusual.
No, but when I was a good-looking kid too, especially when I lost weight at 15 from boxing, I would have, like, if I had hot teachers, I would have tried to bang every single one of them.
yeah, you would have tried. Like, guys try to bang everything.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you should bang everything or they should bang
please
you.
don't,
Because at
sorry.
the end of the day, it is, even though, like, I think about it myself, like, yeah, I'd love to bang a hot chick teacher, but if you're 15, it is weird that she's fucking
A,
you.
I'd be proud of him, and B, I'd blackmail her. I tell him so he's getting straight A's, right? And not just in that class.
You don't have to blackmail her. She's going to give him straight A's.
just banging him. Yeah, I get it.
I have a question and a
What kind of an
statement at the
idiot is
same-
going to fucking flunk the kid, get in trouble, and then they find out that, she'll do everything to get him out of there.
Yeah.
I have a statement and a question kind of combined that I'm about to ask. I don't have any kids, so I'm not exactly an educator on the
Thank
matter.
God.
When you were 15, right?
Yeah.
Did your mother and father tell you, hey, you're not supposed to sleep with? Like, I don't know what kind of lectures parents give their kids when they're.
Well, my
that
mother
age.
didn't catch me with a lot of teachers having
I don't
sex
care
with
who
teachers.
the person is. Do they tell you, hey, you're still too young? Wait, like, what do you say as a parent to a kid who's that age?
But I don't know what the question is. Like,
On the subject of appropriate versus inappropriate to have sex at that, what do your
for
parents
the record,
tell you?
I understand that you're an autiste, but for the record, that's not a general topic that comes up unprovoked. So
I
regular
linked it
people,
with what Poseidon just said.
right? But regular people are not going to randomly be like, "Hey, by the way, before you leave for breakfast, remember if a teacher tries to fuck you, don't fuck." Like, unless there's a reason, they
not
won't
a
bring
teacher,
that up.
Any partner, anybody.
Yeah, unless there's a reason, normal parents don't bring that shit up. You learn it in school, but like,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought it
did your
varies.
mom randomly tell you, "Hey, Adam, don't get molested"?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, actually, funny that you bring that up. My mother was always worried that I'd get molested.
Yeah, bro, your mother sees you in the mom's lens. That's why.
By the way, going back on this topic, if I had a daughter, though, and it was a male teacher, let's say 24-year-old male teacher, my daughter was 15, I would burn that entire school to the ground.
You see double standard. Why are you doing that?
I was about to say the same thing.
Well, look, the truth is, men and women are different. This whole men and women are the same bullshit.
No, they're not. No one says they're the same. They're obviously different. One's a man, one's a woman.
Yeah. One, it's taking advantage of an innocent little girl.
Yeah.
Okay? The other one is turning the boy into a man. The other one is turning that innocent little girl young.
Okay, what about...
Mentally, I mean.
Okay, so I got something for you. Your boy gets to bang, right? He's 15. Hottest teacher in the school.
Yeah.
Fucks the shit out of your boy.
Yeah.
It just so happens the hottest teacher
Or
in
he
the
fucks the shit out of her.
No, it just so happens the hottest teacher in the school is a dude.
Oh.
And he just takes your boy to Pound Town.
My statement still stands about burning the entire school down.
Again, how the tables have turned.
Pantelis, I have a further up question, and I'll leave it up to you if it's logical for me to ask this question. You're looking directly in terms of sex with a teacher. I'm talking about sex with anyone. You're 15. You're still growing up. Should parents warn their kids? Hey, it's a great feeling, but
Did your parents warn you?
No, but
No, they knew you weren't gonna get laid.
I'm an isolated case. I'm talking about you.
They didn't have to.
Huh?
Forget about me is what I'm saying. I wanted to survey the other people, like yourself.
Yeah, well-
where did your parents say, hey, if you're gonna date a woman, don't sleep? I don't know what the consensus is among parents and kids.
It all
when you're-
depends. It depends on your kid. Like, look, if you have a kid, like, let's say my kid's you. I know I don't have to have that talk with him. Like, it
But
depends
you're
on the kid.
not me. That's why
That's
I'm
what I'm
asking
saying.
if your
Well-
parents did or did not.
Well, sometimes if my mom would see me with too many different girls, she would just say something like, what are you doing? Who are these girls? Like, be careful. Like, stuff like that. But she
Yo.
wouldn't get into details.
Do I have a story for you?
Uh-oh.
When I was, I think, 14, there was this Hispanic student she was mad hot, and I wanted to fuck the shit out of her. So I started hanging out with her and her friends. And I remember one day, holy shit, you're gonna die. I went to La Belle Province with her on Acadie,
The most romantic spot on
right?
earth.
So we eating, I get a poutine. I started eating. My mother,
So you got a sexy snack.
now the thing is, my mother was calling me, and I didn't want to answer because I was with women.
This
And
was
that
during lunchtime.
and that was one of the few times where I was really like just chilling, like I was, I
This was
like,
during lunch hour.
yeah.
I like how your
I
mom
was
during
like,
lunch
I'm
hour was
getting
going
somewhere.
fucking ham.
Yeah, she would call me every lunch to see what I'm doing, where I'm gonna go eat, so she knows. Anyways, whatever. And I would never tell her, so she would get angry. So I don't know how the fuck she found. Somebody must have snitched on me or something. But I was at the La Belle Province on Acadie, and I was with this chick and her friends. And as I'm about to eat the first bite of my poutine,
I know where this is going.
I hear, Adonimo! And I just go,
Oh, no.
bro, I literally just fucking froze. I'm like, this fucking bitch in my head.
I'm going to die a
That,
virgin.
I'm never getting laid in my life. I'm just like, I freeze. And then she started talking to me. What are you doing here? Who are your friends? Yo, I wanted to fucking die.
You wanted the earth to open up and swallow you.
Yeah. And then the girls were like, yo, who's this lady?
I don't know this
They're
bitch.
like- I'm like, and then, bro, I literally said, as I'm there, I go, I don't fucking know. I was like, Donnie, why don't you tell me hello? I go, stop, please, you do this all the fucking time. I'm gonna fucking strangle you. I go, ma'am, I don't know who you are. She was so mad, she wanted to kill me. It's like, show me your friends. I'm your mother. What do you mean? I'm your mother. I'm your mother. And then the girls go, c'est ta mère? I go, no, I don't know this bitch. Don't talk to her.
Bro, she looks just like you.
And then, bro, she kept embarrassing. Why don't you come eat at home? I make good food for you. And I don't know, like when you're a teenager, you want to be cool and
Obvious.
shit. You know what I mean?
But like, there's no way she didn't know
bro-
what she was doing.
She knew exactly what she was doing because I turned around and she had this big smirk on her face.
Your dick will remain dry.
And she found it so funny. And then she kept asking, who are those girls? Oh, shut the fuck up, ma. You don't know nothing.
I'm in love, mom.
And then, it's safe to say that the girl I was trying to bang never saw me sexually ever.
I
Not
don't.
that she did before, but like,
But that sealed
That
it.
blew the
yeah,
chance.
that sealed it. That sealed
If there was
it.
a 1 in 10 million chance, it's gone.
And I was so angry, and I tried for about 2 years to bang this chick. I never banged her. I
And
was
then he
trying
got
everything.
emancipated because of it. He was just
And
so
then,
upset.
and then where I really drew the line one time, because then like we would hang out and it was chill and everything, But like towards the end of our friendship, she tried on numerous occasions trying to get me to steal shit for her.
Oh, you told me about her.
Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck you mean?" Now the thing is, I loved pussy, but the thing is,
Why would you say?
don't wanna break
bro,
the
you
law.
weren't getting pussy. Like, stop saying I love
No, but
pussy.
you were. No, this was at 16.
Yeah, so you weren't getting pussy. You didn't love pussy. You were
I had
horny.
gotten
You like
laid-
chicks.
Yeah, I had gotten laid.
I know,
at
but don't say
15.
I love pussy, bro. Like, shut the fuck up,
No,
bro.
no,
You're a
but you know what I
16-year-old
mean.
boy. You just like chicks, obviously.
Oh, 16-year-old man. Anyways, so I like chicks, and we were at Winners, and she's like, "Yo, I really like these shoes." I'm like, "Okay," and she's like, "Buy them for me." I'm like, "No." Fucking
She
mean
said, buy me shoes at Winners at
I'm like,
16. I
I'm
like this.
No, fucking mean I'm gonna buy them for you. You don't have your own money? I was like, and she's like,
I'm a child.
"No, I haven't started working yet." Nah. I'm like, "Yo, fucking buy them yourself." She's like, "Okay, steal them for me." Like, yo, fuck you mean steal them for? Fuck you, bitch. Like, I
I'd
got
be
mad
so
at her.
annoyed.
So I got so mad at her, and where I really drew the line was one time we went on like this double date. So she had a black friend that wanted to fuck me, but I didn't want to fuck her because her face was kind of weird, and she also spoke like a retard, and I didn't like that. And there was this other Haitian dude that wanted to bang her, and they wanted to go on this double date, but he was a really cheap Haitian dude, and he was known in the school for like not paying for his shit and always taking money from people and
Just
shit.
a tightster?
Just a like next level tightster. And apparently he worked too. That was the worst part, right? He was one of the few kids that worked and had money. And I remember going to the movie theaters, and we get to the movie theaters and they pulled a fast one on me. I go to pay for her, the chick I wanted to bang, and then they go to buy tickets and he goes, "Yo, I got no money."
So why'd you come to
I'm
the...
like, "Why'd you come to the movie theaters?"
Did you tell him that?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Why'd you come to the movie theaters?" And then the other chick is like, "Well, we're on a double date, and like,
So you pay for him?
so like, can you pay for him?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, he's not dating me.
I'm like, "No." Like, either you pay for him or he pays for you. I don't give a fuck. I paid for 2 tickets, and it was like well established that it was like a double date. So I'm like, "No, fuck no, I'm not paying for you." And then she's like, she did like her like this time she was really convincing. Like really convincing, like to pay for it. Oh, and she started hugging me and shit like that. Oh, come on, please.
You didn't pay?
It'll be fun. Like a fucking fag, I paid.
Okay, bro, I'm gonna beat you up. Come here.
It was
Come here.
It was
Come here.
$20.
Come sit on my... I'm gonna smack your ass. Come here.
It was $20. But anyways,
I'm very angry right now. Why'd you ruin my day?
In the future, I smacked him for those $20. He gave me the $20 in front of the principal, and the principal forced him to pay the $20. Yeah, it's a story. Anyways, because it was a fucking cheap fuck.
You smacked the black guy to take his money?
Yeah.
How the tables have turned.
So hold on. So finally, like she was being all flirty and shit, bro. As soon as we get into the movie theater, movie starts. I try to like continue the. I'm like, okay, she wants me, bro. Turns cold instantly, the bitch. So I was like, nah, she tricked me. So anyways, we got into this big argument. And that was the end of it. And I remember, for me, it was the principal, the $20. I didn't need the $20 at the time.
Yes, you did. But it was
No, I
the
didn't.
principal's the biggest thing. Yes, you did. Fuck that
So
guy. It's
I
your
remember
money.
one time
Didn't you work for that $20?
I did work.
Then you needed
well,
that money. That's
technically
yours.
at the time I didn't really work for it. But anyways,
frauded,
that's
but it
besides
doesn't
the point.
matter.
That's
It's still
besides
your
the
money.
point. That's besides it was still my money, and allegedly. And so what happened was I remember we were in the hallway. I'm like, yo, my fucking $20, bro. Like I paid for your date. Like, aren't you embarrassed? Like, give me my fucking $20.
That's what I would have said. Aren't you embarrassed?
And I go, yo, t'es pas gêné, bro? $20 j'ai payé pour ta date, bro. Yo, don't want my fucking $20. I go,
Why did you have to talk like a Haitian?
because it was a French speaking.
I needed him to understand.
So I'm like, yo, give me my fucking $20. And he looks at me dead in the eyes and he goes, I'm not giving you your fucking $20, bitch. So as soon as he said that, I just smacked him so hard that his face turned and it hit the fucking lockers and it bounced. Then he was trying to beat me up and
That's
shit.
a hate crime.
But everyone stopped him. And then we got called into the principal's office and she's like, oh, like what happened? What's going on? And I'm like, and then I think what happened after that? I started like arguing with the principal. Oh, you shouldn't do that. And we could suspend you. And I go, yo, he owes me fucking $20.
I feel like you went way off the rails. That no one cares. Like you lost us. Like you had us at a good point, and now you're talking. It turned to high school.
Yeah.
You could get expelled. That's serious. Beating up.
Shut the fuck
He's
up,
not
bro.
in high school right now, bro. Stop. You're falling for the trap.
Anyway, so she forced him to give my $20 back.
Okay, Adam.
So that was the end of that story.
Do you have a list for us this week? Because people have been waiting for Adam's
Yeah,
list.
sorry, I went off on a tangent. I'm very sorry.
I have a common sense
I
question
got
about
you know, one time,
Poseidon's
and then
story.
I got a fucking C, but it
Why
should have been a B. It's like, what the fuck do we care, bro? We're adults.
Why Poseidon
true,
would
huh?
you not just tell you? There's nothing inappropriate about going out to a Provence with a woman. That's not inappropriate.
What?
Why would you not want to tell your mother and then avoid that embarrassing
Because
incident?
I was a teenage man.
Who was rebellious, it seems.
No, it's not rebellious. He's out with chicks. He's not gonna answer his phone like, "Hi, mom.
Yeah.
I'm having poutine with a Latina."
You don't have to give details. I'm going to a restaurant. Never mind the reason. I'm just going to a
He
restaurant.
says that because he doesn't know my mother.
Hold on,
Oh,
you
okay,
don't have
all right. That
you
makes
don't have
sense.
to give details. This is from. He's like, just tell her. Just answer the question. This is from the man who answers 0 questions. Yeah, Adam, what'd you do this weekend? I believe that's my business, and I can't tell you, but
I don't answer 0
it involves
questions. I have
it involves
50%.
losing my car keys, getting hammered in a gay bar, and having dispatch give me a spare.
Well, anyways.
Adam, you have a list?
Yes.
I do.
Adam, did you make this list solo?
Yes, I did.
Then we're in for it.
I'll let you be the final arbiter if it's good or not. But it's very down to earth, very simple.
Favorite ways to get people to laugh.
After all, we're a comedy show, right?
What a sentence. Number 5, watching Adam at his best during his podcasts. Also a weirdly worded sentence.
So you've had bad moments.
What do you mean?
So you're usually at your worst,
No, I'm
and
just
you can't you don't make people laugh. So when you're only at your best, sometimes
Yeah, I'm not going to be an egoist.
you
and say that I
should be
always
at
have-
your best at all times.
Jesus Christ, well, calm down.
You got a point there, but I didn't think of that when I wrote it.
Number 4 in favorite ways to get people to laugh. Trying to understand how Adam's brain works. Confusing, funny, and at the same time, retarded. I mean, you did describe it perfectly.
This list is aggravating me.
This list is how to piss off Poseidon.
Yes.
Number 3, 90s sitcoms like Seinfeld and Frasier.
I mean, you know.
I mean,
you laugh,
that
you
will
turn
be
on
the
TV.
laugh, yeah.
Uh,
Number 2, going to Just for Laughs when it existed.
I had to mention that last part.
I mean, I've already told you this 9 times. It still exists. It has come back. Well, I'm not going to repeat myself every fucking episode. And if you're going to wait all year to go laugh once, that's kind of a weird thing. Number 1. Watching my idol Sam Adamo in his nice shirts during his podcast, and also being influenced by his humor and his smile. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, you added, but okay.
Look. He's definitely sexually attracted to Sam Adamo.
let's be honest, who
Look,
not
Seriously, just admit it. Just admit it.
I'm going to repeat your statement.
know who
but I'm
you
gonna
are.
Hold on,
get
hold on,
rid of
and
the
a half. We're going to half.
sexually
Yeah.
Attracted.
Yeah, not sexual.
Thank you.
And a half. Believing that Kamala Harris had even a fighting chance to win the U.S. elections. Shots fired. Shots fired.
So if we play back the live stream that we did, he wanted her to win.
Oh, big time.
What was I gonna
He's
say?
a big Kamala mark.
You know, you're like the Freddie Mercury of podcasts.
Yeah, you have AIDS.
You're gonna
Why do
have
you
AIDS.
say that?
You're gonna have AIDS. Well, because he too was sexually confused.
Actually, no, you're not the Freddie Mercury was amazing. He was one of the best
Yeah,
of
he
all
was
time.
amazing. But what I mean in terms of like the sexuality, because at first, like,
Yeah, you're very sexual.
yeah, he was confused about it, and just like him, you two are very confused. You're attracted to Sam Adamo, but you don't know why. You don't want to admit it to yourself because you don't know, or you do know, but you just don't want to tell the truth to yourself that you're. But it's fine. I get it. He's got these nice legs
Yo, the legs of
that are clean shaven, and they're probably very soft if you touch them.
that nose, those fucking eyeballs,
Yeah.
fucking.
What?
He's always,
That just got weird.
yeah, I love it because he communicates with me. I'm gonna speak for myself and my boner. He communicates with me non-verbally. It's mostly Morse code, and I like it.
Does he get through to you? That's the question.
It's help. It's help. It's a cry for help. He's always saying help with his eyes. So just fucking. I think the day you admit this to yourself is the day you are liberated and you find true happiness and success.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like when I admitted to myself that I'm actually an insane person. Like everything started getting a little bit better, and every time I try to act normal again, and be like, no, I'm a normal person, shit starts to go wrong.
Yeah.
But the moment I fall back into no, I'm a lunatic, everything starts to like go smoothly. You know what I mean?
Well, here's why I don't know what you mean. How do you gauge insane? You're a normal person. You're a functioning person. You're a funny. I would never
I'm
say
barely
that you're
a
insane.
person.
Well, Adam,
Tell us your thoughts
on him or in general?
on him.
I mean, look, Adam. He's masturbated repeatedly at work. He's taking a shit in his pants on a live stream.
The
Hold on.
bathroom's at work.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The bathroom. Sorry. The bathroom. Not at the fucking
Don't make
counter.
me look like some kind of fucking creep.
Yeah.
He works in the carnival business. I know how many years.
He does not work in the carnival business.
Car rental.
He once blocked the highway entrance in order to fight a man that cut him off.
Oh yes.
I remember that story.
Yeah, there's a long list of reasons why he's aware that he's not well.
Yeah.
You, for example, should be aware that you're not well. You fellaced a women. You attempted to fellate a dude. You've been fellaced. The whole Pakistanis with the gift cards.
You literally went around Washington looking for gay prostitutes.
Yeah, like
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm being framed.
you left your car at a rest stop
and then
because it
sucked the
ran out of
dude's
gas
dick.
after
Yeah.
you sucked the dude's dick. Like you lead an alternative lifestyle.
Yeah. And what the day that you accept that is the day you liberate your
Yeah,
mind.
because if you're like, look, you know what? I'm just a weird guy, but I'm a nice guy, and I just want to live my life a little off the normal beaten path. You're gonna be happy.
Yep.
But you keep trying to force yourself to get on the normal beaten path.
Yep.
You're not normal. Join us. You're
Yes.
not normal. You know,
you have to admit it to yourself.
we're not normal too. Just that we're not normal on the straight side, and you're not normal on that side. That's it. That's the only
Exactly.
difference. That's the only difference. But we're both on this weird ass
Okay,
windy
and
road.
since we've analyzed myself, we've analyzed Poseidon. Where do you stand?
I just
What
said
side
I'm
of
a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he's a weirdo too. He's a lunatic. He has certain behaviors that are completely abnormal.
Completely insane.
Okay,
And so do I.
You know the
I
word-
used to snap on my brothers. Like I think I have OCD. I used to when they would move an icon on my desktop. Like it's not normal behavior.
Pantelis, you know the words mutually exclusive, right? You know the meaning? You have one and you have the other.
Of course, I can speak English.
Just not everybody knows exactly what that means. Do you find? I would like to assert a claim which says it's not mutually exclusive. You're a weirdo, but you're still a charming person, and you met many people in the in the radio.
Again, this is why you
he's so
piss me the
annoying.
fuck off, bro.
I don't agree
He never
with his
said
mentality.
No, he never said you can't be charming. It's just
Well-
you have to accept. It's like Donald Trump now. Donald Trump is super charming, right? He's the fucking president of the United
He's still
States.
goofy.
Again. But he's still a weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's super weird.
Fine. I never perceived Pantelis in that light. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. I never perceived him. He
Adam,
knows. He
Adam,
studied
I
business
do a
university.
I
He
do a
sits
podcast.
here and converses with two mentally deranged patients.
Yes.
He's also mentally deranged.
Yeah, and there's an alternating chair. From you, there's Claudio. There's the other crackhead. There's Sam Adamo.
Guido,
There's
yeah.
so many fucking people. Like, clearly, I'm not well.
He cannot be normal in order to do that. He has to be mentally deranged.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a question of dollars and cents. You get paid. Who cares? I don't know.
Are you
The
paying me?
fact that we yell at you every week and you come back on
He
this
just said it
podcast-
makes sense. Dollars. Are you paying me? He's like, because you make money. If you're paying me to do this, it's a different story. I'm not getting paid for this.
No,
I'm
but
just here.
there's other ways to make money too. You know
Yeah.
that, right? There's about tens of thousands of different ways to make money. It's like
Actually, you know what? Get a budget every week. You should pay me for this. Get a budget every week together.
like the fact that we yell at you every week and yet you come back as if nothing ever happened. That is completely mentally deranged. You understand that?
From whose point of view?
Oh,
I'm trying to understand. Because you yell at me, it indicates that I'm mentally deranged, or
the fact that you just keep coming back without even like question. You're just. I'm here.
You just keep coming.
Yeah, you message me every second. Hey, when are we recording this week?
I thought I was just respecting your wishes to come, show up.
Yeah.
That's mentally deranged.
you're a bit of a.
That's mentally deranged.
man.
You know what I mean? But I want to go back to one of the things on the list. 'Cause you brought the one with the just for laughs, because you said like you wait all year to laugh once a year. I just
Pantelis
pictured him.
said that.
I just pictured him sitting in like his living room watching like funny shit. And he's like,
He's like, I can't wait to laugh in July.
and he's like, no, and he's like looking at his watch. And he's like fighting the urge. And he's like,
I already committed. I have
good.
to laugh at just
then
for laughs.
he-
That's it.
Yeah, and then he goes to like a just for laughs event, and the guy he's been holding it in, so he goes, "Hey everyone,"
I just ejaculated.
and he's just laughing the entire time.
Oh man.
So Adam,
Yes.
how are your multiple jobs going? Because you only talked about one. You only talked about the driving job. How are the other
Warehouse
ones?
job.
How is the warehouse
I
job
talked
going?
about it.
No, I mean today you only talked about your mishap with the driving
Oh.
keys. But what happened with the warehouse job?
How about this? If you don't say it, I will operate under. I
you
will
don't say it?
explain to the people that are listening
you don't say it?
that I'm about to operate under the pretext that if you don't say anything about something, then it's going fine. That's the pretext I'm operating under. Okay. Like,
You're
okay,
a negative
I chose
person.
a weird way to express
You're
it.
a negative
but
person.
No
Adam, how
news.
the fuck's your job going is what I asked. Why are you being gay?
It's going well. It's going
Okay.
well. No change.
So why couldn't you just say that? Why did you just get all fucking weird?
See, that answer is proof of mental
I'll
derangement.
tell you what. I'll come forward on a voluntary basis and make an admission. For reasons that I spent hours and hours and hours trying to figure out, I have never been the best at expressing myself properly. I don't know why. I don't get the logic behind it. You're welcome to explain why.
You've only had
Because you're
46
severely
years.
autistic. That's
Yeah,
why.
that's
don't
one
know.
aspect. I don't know. Look, the day you admit that you're a severely autistic gay man, I'm telling you, dude,
I wouldn't say severely.
okay,
Would
on
I,
a spectrum. On a
okay, if that
spectrum
were
from
true,
on a spectrum from severely to barely, how would you place him?
You're a functioning
Whoa.
autist.
why
Whoa.
would I not qualify for disability from the government if that's the logic you're using? I highly doubt it. You know what I mean?
You do qualify for disability. You just never applied.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time
How
we catch
do you-
him in a fucking lie,
Hold
or we say
on.
something he doesn't like, he does
How
his
do
face.
you gauge? I know someone who was on this. You remember we were talking about a certain individual who really made my life miserable, and I ran into him and
Yeah.
I told him,
Oh fuck me, bro.
that
And he
is
was
the
on
guy
dis-
who was on disability.
Exactly.
I
And
see
you're
the way
way
he
more
op-
disabled than him. He
Well,
took
I-
advantage of you.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
true.
had jobs. Yes, I got fired at different times, but I have had jobs where I've had the interview. So I'm
And
trying
they
to
said, "Why are you here?
I'm
'Cause you
trying
get
to
money from the
steer you in the
government."
direction whereby I'm not disabled for that reason. I got the job. It would just turned out it wasn't the job that I was qualified or
Exactly.
apt to do.
There you go.
Hence, why the claim about being disabled?
I will tell you right now. I will answer it directly. This is perfect. Repeat what you just said. There was the jobs, and I was not apt for it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Repeat exactly what you just said.
I was not. It turns out I was not apt to do the
Okay.
jobs I got hired.
So why should you go on disability? I will tell you. Because the jobs that you were not apt to do, Sri Lankans that come here and don't speak the language can do. So if you're not apt to do something that someone that doesn't speak the language or doesn't understand what's happening can do,
There's a problem.
something that a trained science monkey can do, for example, and you still can't, what does that tell you if you don't have that aptitude? We're not asking you to build a rocket ship. We're asking you to do menial fucking labor. You can't do anything, okay? So what does that show you? That you can't function on the same level as the rest of society, meaning you can get money from the government. Because the whole reason that they even have those systems is not for the guy that scammed you, it's for guys like you who got scammed. You're incapable. You can't be the door guy. You can't just open the door for people. At some point, you're gonna fuck that up too.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
I would like
No, but hold
to
on.
give
I love
you
how we're
my
trying to help
version
him. We're
of
trying to give him
events.
free
Well,
money, literally free money, and he's fighting it. He's like, no,
How
no.
did my okay, guys? I'm looking at a very unique point of view here. What on earth possessed my father, if your claim is correct, to have me as his vice president, his right hand man? I should have gotten.
Oh, fuck, so your
I don't
father was
care if it
severely
my father
retarded,
or
too.
not. Well,
Adam, your father
I can
had
tell
you there
he
because you're his
wasn't.
son and he was looking out for you. Clearly, he knew that you were a problem. That's why he yelled at you every time you fucking fucked him over and took his credit card and took his money and lost a car and sucked a dude's dick at a fucking rest stop. Clearly, he wasn't happy with that shit. But you're his son. He's obviously gonna look out for you. Who's he gonna put in that position? Now, did you fuck him over severely by running the company into the ground and getting everyone arrested?
not.
Yes, you did.
And
fuck
I
him
doubt
over.
you were really the vice president on paper.
Yeah,
I was director. Okay, I mean,
There you
you're
go.
playing with you're playing with words. There were 5 people in the company, so
but that's why it's meaningless.
You had an unimportant thing, and
Yeah.
then
going to a government office and filling out reports. Last time I checked, is pretty important. No.
Adam,
Yeah, you
go to the
definitely fucked
government
over your
office
father.
and fill in a form that says I'm
This
retarded.
was
Give
our
me money.
GST.
I'm gonna try to do it. And if they say, "Are you sure you're retarded?" I'm be like, "Look at what I subject myself to every week."
yeah.
Okay, guys. I mean, look.
I say you do it. But it's not bad. You're gonna get money and you won't have to go drive children around. Why not? It's amazing.
I still
You
say
could
that I
be
make
at bars
more.
all the
You
time.
win and the kids win.
How about this? I'll tell you a story. I've been on welfare. I know it's similar, right? There's welfare.
It's not
and
similar because
disability.
anybody could get welfare.
Yeah.
We're talking about something specifically for you.
Any thinking person should be of the persuasion that I'd rather just work and make more. Here's a thought, right?
But you haven't done it in 46 years. You're gonna make the same amount of money.
What haven't I done in 46 years?
You haven't made more money than you would on disability.
Listen,
Oh my fucking god!
So-
There's a chance I might
okay.
actually break your legs.
you know what is? You know what's interesting? How
I'm gonna
is it
go on
that
this
I
one.
don't have the right to say that I'm a little bit? So would you like to now dissect all the jobs I went in my 20s, when I was in my 30s? You know, you're talking about what happened 3-4 years ago. A job that I got through a placement agency.
Okay. When you worked for your father, how much money did you make a month?
I don't understand what the relevance of that
You
is.
motherfucker!
I don't know.
We're gonna kill you!
Let me think. I wasn't much over minimum wage,
Exactly. So you fucking
but it was
just go on
growing.
disability.
But it was growing at the end.
When it went down,
At the end, he offered me a little bit more.
he's like, just take it before the government takes it.
Adam,
I don't. You have to tell
have
me
you
where
ever
you're going with
heard?
this.
Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna fuck it. Have you ever heard of a vice president of a company making a little over minimum wage?
I didn't know that's where you were going with this.
Think,
Fine, no, I haven't. Fine, if I say I haven't.
think for a minute. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm very sorry. I get these moments.
Okay, God honest truth. He offered me $20 an hour, my father. Okay? That was around the time that things started going hayward. He couldn't honor his offer.
I wonder why. We had a vice president of a company getting paid a little under $20 an hour. I wonder why the company started going bad.
And instead of doing his vice president duties, he's leaving the car at a rest stop to blow dudes and then walks to Toronto.
And then you wonder why you should claim disability.
Shouldn't the vice president be taking care of this? He's busy blowing dudes at a rest stop.
Oh, man.
He's away on business.
Fuck, my head hurts.
They're dumping business all over his face right now.
God damn.
It's so wild.
I was vice president of a company. I was paid a little over minimum wage.
However,
That's-
let's be honest, writing all this down and making it into a movie script would be legendary. The Adam Tale.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have yelled. I'm sorry. It's just sometimes it's just so.
You caught me off guard, okay? I'll just put it
It
that way.
caught you off guard.
No fucking kidding. Eh?
It caught you off guard.
Adam.
Sorry, okay, I'm sorry. Nothing against my late father, but
I feel like I'm gonna get a
He
stroke.
was retarded. Maybe he was something wrong with it.
Oh wow!
I don't know,
So
guys.
Now
I don't
you're not
know.
the problem. Now it's your father that's the problem. That's retarded, bro. I'm gonna kill him, bro. I'm going to. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to your father's grave. I'm going to resuscitate him. I'm gonna bring him back to life just so he could strangle you. Do you
that you
understand
don't
what the
have
fuck
to.
you're saying? You refuse to take responsibility about anything. You literally just called your father retarded. For having a company. I mean, he is a little bit retarded because he called you vice president and gave you a salary.
Yeah, in your father's defense, he's a good dude because I wouldn't even call you my son. I'd be like, that's her kid. I'm pretty sure she cheated on me with a barnyard animal.
But this is why he's probably been to interviews in his past and was like, I was vice president. And he's applying for fucking McDonald's.
Like, what'd you do as
I
vice
shouldn't have
president?
used that word.
Blew
I
a
should
lot
have
of
just
dudes at a
said
rest stop?
director, or one level below my. Actually, I was 2 levels below.
Director of operations.
He had a VP, and he had a VP, a separate position. That
So what
another
were
guy
you?
had. Yeah, manager.
The only thing
we didn't have a fixed term, whether I say director of operations or manager.
Well, he just gave you titles
Or
willy-nilly.
assistant.
You
Yeah,
didn't
it
even
means
have
nothing.
an official title.
He's just like, leave me alone, Adam.
You know, he would probably come to his father every single week and be like, Dad, am I the manager of this company? Yes, Adam, you're the manager.
He's like, Adam, do me one favor. Please don't take it in the ass.
Yeah.
Just don't get AIDS and do whatever you're gonna
You know,
do.
I'm-
Whatever you're gonna do at these fucking rest
I'm
stops.
starting to think, you know what I'm starting to think? Because, you know, his father was Eastern European, so he was probably hiding taxes. This whole ordeal of him going to the government and giving over the books, I guarantee you his father probably didn't even task him with that. You know what I guarantee happened? He walked into his father's office one day. He's like, Dad, am I the bookkeeper of this company? He goes, yes, Adam, you're the bookkeeper of this company.
All right, well, I'm gonna take all these
All
books and
right.
bring them to the government.
And he brought that. I guarantee
He got everyone arrested.
I guarantee you that this is what happened. This is why one of the coworkers had to go back to fucking Czech Republic. One of the coworkers had to go back down to fucking Florida. It all makes sense now. People had to leave the country because they all got fucking clipped because of this, because he snitched.
Adam,
But the crazy part is he didn't even know he snitched.
your dad was modern day Icarus. He flew too close to his own son.
I don't know what that word means, Icarus.
It's a good reference.
It's fine.
Anyway.
You don't have
It's an ancient myth. It's an ancient Greek. Icarus is the kid who made wings of wax, and he wanted to fly to the sun, but he got too close to the sun, so the wax melted, and then he fell and died.
But that would explain all these people that worked for the company that
It's a funny
eventually-
tale, yes, Adam. It's a comedy.
But this explains all these coworkers that eventually had to like leave the country. You know what I mean? Why would he have to go pay somebody in the Czech Republic? Why
How
can't he
far
just
is
stay
it?
here?
You have
I'll
to
answer that question because he was only working temporarily in Montreal.
You get deported, and then Adam calls. He's like, "He got deported." I'd kill him.
Fuck, bro. And then he's supposed to bring you $1,000. He only shows up with 100. How, bro? I would have strangled you, especially in the mountains of the Czech Republic, bro.
But they're never gonna find you.
Where no one's even gonna look for you. They probably just thought you were retarded walking in, and they were like, "Oh, fuck this guy." Like, I would have strangled you so hard, bro. I think you'd be dead.
I will
and I'd
say,
keep
Adam,
strangling you.
you are a bit of a Mr. Magoo because you're so lucky to get through all these situations alive.
Seriously.
The Washington whore thing, all that
I would
stuff.
like to, okay, and I get that, but I would like to ask Poseidon something.
Yes.
How come there hasn't been all this, how come that we have not seen the act of you getting raked over the coals for something you've done
He has.
at this level?
I have.
Repeatedly
The
on
gas
many
station,
podcasts.
okay,
Yeah,
the gas
actually.
station when you were really high.
No, he's gone raked over the coals for everything. He's gone raked over for that, for being late. He got fired from this 3 times. He gets raked over the coals a shit ton more than you.
But how come I'm not the one who's going crazy? I'm just playing a game. How come I'm not the one that has the right to go crazy on you? Like you just
You
went
do have the right to
on
go
me.
crazy. If he was saying the same shit to you,
Yeah.
he gives you full right to go crazy on him.
Yeah.
The reason why you don't have the right now is because he's not telling you anything that's driving you nuts. You're telling him stuff that's driving him nuts.
Exactly. That's how conversations work. And I also admit to my mistakes. Now, granted, you have to get it out of me. I'm not going to give it to you that easy.
No, you have to beat it out of him.
Yeah, but I
It's
do,
like an interrogation every time.
But I do. It's true, actually. But I do eventually give it to you. I'll be like, fine. He's worked hard enough. You know?
I'll tell you what.
Wait, hold on. I didn't finish my fucking sentence. You know? So I do get. And the most important aspect here that you're forgetting is I'll eventually admit it and be like, yeah, fuck it. You know what I mean? But you don't. You stick to your gut, bro. But you know. I try not to get mad at you because I think that you're actually convinced you're right. I don't think you know you're wrong. Whereas opposed to me, I know I'm wrong, but sometimes if I feel like a fucker and I feel petty, I'll keep going with a lie just because I feel like it. You know what I mean? Until I get fed up or I get tired or I get bored. But I think you genuinely believe that you're right and that you were vice president of your father's company. I think you genuinely believe that. Like, if I were to tell people I was vice president of Pantelis Comedy, like, I'd be fucking with them if I was saying the same thing. Do you understand what I mean?
I don't know anything about the structure, but yes.
Oh, fuck me, bro.
Yes. It's got to do with logic. Yes.
Anyways. Ay,
You've defeated Poseidon.
my head. Like, I woke up with a minor headache and I have a major headache.
Oh, man. I wonder how appropriate it would be for me to say that somehow my past is just coming back and really biting me in the face, you know?
First of all, you keep bringing it up. We tell you, dude, you're fucking mentally retarded. You can claim help from the government. They're willing to help you. You're not stealing from the government, by the way. They're going to give it to you. All we have to do is play back this episode, and I'm like, oh fuck, we have to help this man. We have to help him.
If they're any good at their job, they would want to help you.
For some reason, you want to fight it, and you want to say you were vice president of your father's company,
I regret
I
having
would
said
not
that.
get-
getting
never
paid
say that.
minimum wage.
What you should say is, my dad had me locked up in the dungeon, and I have developmental issues because they're gonna give you money. I'm telling you, dude, we could get. You know what? Fuck it, Poseidon. Let's make it a mission this week. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Let's get some checks for this guy.
But we're gonna need everything: your address, your email, everything.
Yeah, and we'll go through ChatGPT. It'll help us do it.
Dude, man.
Ugh. I mean, okay, I get actually, Pantelis, you have a bit of a point.
I have a
should-
lot of a point.
There's no, for now on, it's just not there's no point in me bringing him up past stuff. And now I have a feeling listeners may be thinking, do we really want to buy this idea that the new Adam is not like the old Adam? It's a daunting task to buy that idea.
I would even go on record to say that there is no new Adam. You've always been you, Adam, and you've always been this retarded. You just never admitted it to yourself. You know what I mean? But
You
do you
know
not
what?
do you not see that? Do you not?
Do you know
see
what I need to do? I need to educate myself and
We have
find
a list
out
of what you need to
what exactly retardation means. It's got a variety of meanings, doesn't it? Not black, not white, somewhere in between.
No, there's all
right?
black
Whoa,
retards.
don't
Don't
make, don't make this about color.
It's
bro.
not race. It's not race related. There's
Yeah.
a white, black. It doesn't matter.
It's not cut and dry. There are certain things. You actually have a point. I have some signs of retardation because I couldn't hold a warehouse job. Yes.
No, you have signs of retardation for everything. But yeah, go on.
Well, I'm just saying. I'd have to.
All right, hold on. Let's find out. Mental retardation definition. Isn't that what you wanted?
The fact that he just looked at the screen like that.
But isn't that what you
I
wanted?
just want to see what time it was.
Oh, are you in a hurry? You have stuff to do.
Well, eventually I will.
Adam, intellectual disability, also formerly known as mental retardation, is a generalized neurodevelopment disorder characterized by significant impairment in intellectual and adaptive functioning that is first apparent during childhood. Children with intellectual disabilities typically have an intelligence, basically an IQ below 70. And deficits in at least 2 adaptive behaviors that affect everyday living. So it says here, your reasoning, your intellectual functions for reasoning, problem solving, planning, abstract thinking, judgment, academic learning, and learning from experience are all flawed. And you literally have all those. You have not learned from experience. You keep repeating the same mistakes. Fellatio and the Pakistani people pretending to be women are a great example.
Or Indian, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Your adaptive behaviors when it comes to reasoning and problem solving are obvious. That's why you tell me, how come I can't solve that problem? How come you can solve that problem? So you have that as well. Your reasoning is obviously crazy. That's how you got tricked into fellation. You didn't realize how insane that whole scenario was until you got fellated.
For $40.
For $40 until you fellated that woman.
Somebody offered you $40.
So you actually do have, I haven't given you an IQ test, you actually do have all of these things.
Signs is a good word to use, right?
On the other hand,
I
adaptive
would call them
behaviors.
symptoms.
It also says
Fine.
here socially. You have social stuff, practical skills that you're lacking. Yeah. Intellectual disability is subdivided into syndromic intellectual disability, in which intellectual deficits associated with other medical and behavioral signs and symptoms are present. So the severe one, which you don't have, is Down syndrome.
Yeah.
And there's something called Fragile X syndrome.
I don't know how to say it in English, but in French it's trisomique. I don't have that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you
21, whatever.
Yeah, you don't have Down syndrome.
The correct term is Mongol, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, but you don't have Down syndrome.
that's right.
No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we didn't say you have Down syndrome.
I'm just making sure that we're all.
No. You have what's called mental retardation.
Yeah.
I'll
And
tell
now
you
they're
what,
changing the
I
name.
can't believe I'm talking about this on the air. How is it that I don't even want to think about how many years I've seen various specialists? They all told me you strike me. The therapist says you strike me as a normal person.
Yeah, because a therapist is also mentally retarded. Because if there's a therapist that spoke to you for more than 5 minutes and said you're a normal fucking person, they should get their license taken away.
I don't believe it. How many times did you speak to a therapist in your life?
Oh my God, I'm not going to get into a long time.
A
Many
long time.
years, over
Many
10.
years.
Okay.
And who was this therapist? Was this your life coach?
No.
Who was it?
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Who?
The
The
title
name?
of the person?
No, we want the fucking name and location because I'm going to get that person removed from society.
Yes. Who was this therapist?
It was a few of them. There was a few.
There was a few of them.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Were they
You
all friends
guys-
or friends?
No.
They were complete strangers.
Yes.
And
they
you-
worked
you
out
made
of a
a-
hospital, a clinic, a private clinic.
A private clinic. And you made an appointment to what? To see if you were mentally retarded? That's what you... How would you...
Okay,
how-
first of all, it was a social worker, so it took time
Okay.
for them to understand.
Okay,
what's
so it
this
was not
guy's
a
issue.
it was not a private
was a
private
social
clinic.
worker
It was
who
a
is-
social worker. That's CLSC. So you would make
No, a social worker with their own private clinic.
okay.
I don't know what the
And
titles
how would you
are,
make
but-
an appointment? How would you make an appointment? Would you make the appointment or somebody else would do it for you?
No, I did.
So you made an appointment. You expect me to believe this whole time you've been arguing about us of how you're not mentally retarded, and you want to lead me to believe that you've been making appointments to see if you are mentally retarded with therapists, I'm gonna fucking stab you. I'm gonna stab you 85 times.
Also, I will say, if anyone walks into my office and says, "Hey, I just want to know, am I mentally retarded?" I would be like, "Yep."
Okay. You know what I hate in life? And this is a prime example. I know that I'm telling you the truth, but everybody who's listening thinks he must be fibbing.
No.
I
Poseidon
went to see
doesn't
a
say.
therapist, and after
Poseidon
X
never
number of
said you're
years-
lying. Hey,
I never said you're
hey,
lying.
retard.
looked like-
Poseidon never said you're lying.
I believe that I'm being perceived as not
No.
telling the
No,
truth.
you're being perceived as a retarded person.
yes.
Okay. Then that whole spiel about the therapist,
okay.
there's no water,
So,
which is
so how many
weird.
times have you done this? You did this once a year, twice, once every 2 years.
How often would you check on your
Okay, when's the
retardation
last
level?
time you went to a therapist to see if you were mentally retarded?
7 years ago, maybe.
Okay,
and
you
then I
went-
switched to my life coach. They have different
And your life coach
functions.
hasn't told you that you're retarded.
No.
Fuck me, bro. So hold on. And when you walked into this therapist's office, what did they say? What did you ask them?
Okay.
You asked them to get evaluated. What was it?
Okay,
Like, what was
I'm
the
going to
details?
try my best not to be rude here, but to ask somebody what years and years and years of going to therapy, that's
No,
going to take a
I
long
asked
time.
you that one time 7 years ago.
The last time.
Yeah.
What was the question?
So hold on. You were going to therapy. You weren't going to get evaluated if you were mentally retarded.
There were so many things the therapist did.
Like touch
How
you.
did they evaluate if you were mentally retarded? I want to know how you escaped that one.
A therapist is not evaluated. This is
Wait, but for real, what was the cognitive test they used to evaluate whether or not you're mentally retarded?
Okay, there's another issue which, since you must know, I went to the Douglas Hospital in Verdun. There, I took the actual test. The stuff that I did
Hold
with
on.
the therapist was other
Hold
material.
on. And what is the Douglas Hospital known for?
Well, they have psychiatry. Yes, I know. But guess what? The test didn't show anything. So,
who told?
if somebody told
when
me,
was
am
this?
I
When was this?
The
When was
Douglas
this?
is a mental institution.
10, 15 years ago?
So you went to
Doesn't
a
matter. They
a
haven't
mental
well, it matters,
institution.
but I found out that I don't belong there, according to the test.
Well, you went to a mental institution, which, by the way, is rated 2.9 on Google. Not even a good mental institution.
Fuck, these retards know how to use Google too. So now I have a question. Now, who sent you to the Douglas?
the therapist that I was going to.
Yo, look at this, bro.
Okay, so they knew you
Look
were
at this
retarded.
one-star review of the mental hospital. A social worker named Laurence, probably the people he dealt with, outed the fact that I am taking HRT to my family without my consent. And now my
HRT?
hormone replacement therapy.
Oh shit!
And now my family has informed me that they are cutting me off of their insurance plan because they refuse to support my transition. The response from the social worker when I was upset because of this was, well, how was I supposed to know? Even though before speaking with my family, she told me she wasn't going to tell them what we spoke about. After I had a meltdown due to the fact that my relationship with my family has now been complicated because of me being outed, the psychiatrist Lafontaine wrote on the court report that I was irritable, uncollaborative, self-critical, and had untrustworthy judgment, stating that all this pointed to signs of bipolar disorder, and he used it to keep me in longer at the Douglas without my consent because I demanded. So, Adam, this is the kind of place. This man who thought he was a woman, who tried to become a woman, was told that he's delusional and he has bipolar syndrome and he needs to stay in a mental hospital.
Can you guys do me a very big favor? We've talked about many things.
no,
These
no.
are subjects I don't want
If
to get
anything,
into.
the social worker sounds like they're on the ball.
Please.
When did
out
you
of
go to?
respect.
How old were you when you went to the Douglas?
Last week.
Just said it 10, 15 years ago.
No, you didn't. So 10 or
if you watch the
15?
replay of this, I
Dude,
remember you just wanna
another
listen.
chick here, 1-star review 3 months ago. They really don't take the time to help or give appropriate help to people that are in complete
yeah, they're
distress.
dealing with mental people.
Yes, so that's why they didn't want to deal with you because you're not a danger to yourself or to anyone else. Like, get the fuck out of here. Go be retarded outside.
Anyways,
They
guys,
have actual
please.
people. They have actual people that hear voices.
Someone wrote, I don't understand why this place is still open. I'm from Latino America. All Latino America is third world, and I can tell the experience in Latino America mental health institutes is way superior than here. So this guy just attends mental hospitals all over the world.
You know, guys,
I'm surprised there's no review from Guido.
I was just about to say, we were talking about Guido. How would you assess him?
I don't want to assess him.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Anyway, seriously, can we
Fuck,
stay
but
off
let
the
me say
subject?
something about these mental people. Bro, their reviews are very in depth. There's like fucking 9 paragraphs. They really go into detail.
So you went to the Douglas and you got assessed. You did this exam, right?
Yeah.
They probably did an exam to see if you had fucking dementia or if you had, what's the other one where you hear the voices? What's it called?
Schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia. Because a schizophrenic can be dangerous. That's why they locked schizophrenics in the fucking Douglas. And then once they saw you had no schizophrenia, they probably kicked you out.
Yeah, you don't need to be locked away, dude.
Oh, man. Okay,
They'll
seriously.
only lock you up if you are a danger. They saw that you weren't a danger, but they're like, okay, the guy's clearly retarded, but he's going to take up space here.
I would love to hear what fans think when they hear this. I would love to.
You know what, fans, people listening to this podcast, first of all, if you made it this far,
This is the reward that you reap.
God bless you for real. God bless you for real. That's first. Put your opinion in the comments. What do you think? I think that Adam went to the Douglas, was sent to the Douglas by somebody that didn't want to deal with him at a private clinic. He's like, I don't know, bro. Go check out the fucking Douglas to see if you're retarded. Okay.
Can I just say?
He got.
Can I just say? The fact that they sent him to Douglas means that they were way more convinced about more problems that he had.
Yeah.
And like maybe they'll keep him inside. And then the Douglas like, yo, we're full of people that like are violent threats to themselves and strangers. We don't need
And
them.
the thing is, he went to the Douglas, and look, and they were like, he's not schizophrenic, which by the way, I think he is because there
Not
are
schizophrenic.
But there are moments that he has here. I don't know if you noticed. I rewatched back in certain episodes, and he's having full out blown like meetings in his head. By the way, have you ever paid attention to this?
Yeah.
You even cut to him. So I would suggest that there is preconceived. What's it called? What's the word I'm looking for?
Notion.
No, there may be like something developing that may be something similar to dementia or schizophrenia. Anyways, or at least bipolar disorder at the very least. That's besides the point. I think he went to the Douglas and they saw that he was harmless, and then they were like, yeah, no, bro, they didn't actually conduct any tests. They saw that he was clearly mentally retarded, but they saw that he also wasn't a danger, so like, fuck this guy, get him out of here.
I should
Before
have a
Adam,
lawsuit against
That's what
him
I
if
think happened. That's what I think
happened.
happened. Put your opinions in the comments.
Yeah.
You know, before we go, I have one headline of a story which sums up mental retardation in the people that wrote the story and the people that were victims. Another scam victim.
Go ahead.
Ottawa family heartbroken after being scammed out of more than $22,000 on fake Taylor Swift tickets in Toronto. Now, let me say something. If you were ready and you were spending $22,000 on real Taylor Swift tickets, you're still a fucking idiot.
How many people? How many tickets?
Probably
my-
5.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
If it was like
bro.
10, maybe like 2,000 each. But anyways, yeah.
First of all, if you ever pay, I think, more than $150 to go to a concert, I think you need to be examined. And that's my opinion. Unless you,
Douglas.
But you get where it was going.
unless you get some like crazy VIP shit, and then you're fed also, and it's this whole
It's a lot of
experience.
money, yeah.
You know, and you can afford it, then I get it. But if you pay for regular tickets to be amongst the peasantry, you pay more than $150 for tickets to be amongst other peasants cheering somebody else's name,
It's weird.
you deserve to be examined.
Pantelis, did you tell the whole story or is there more?
That's the story. They got scammed. That's it.
And I saw that on the news actually now that I think about it. I heard about that on the news.
Sorry, that was very arrogant of me, the way I said that.
Yeah, I was about
sorry.
to throw my phone at your face.
Yeah, that was very arrogant. You know what? If you enjoy the music, just go watch.
There we go. Intellectuals out.
Out.